So I've gotten a few questions about the process of buying a foreclosed home, so I decided to make a video about that topic. The truth of buying a foreclosed home and the steps on buying a foreclosed property. Hey friends, Mary Howard here with There's No Place Like Home NC, Red Boots Realty, powered by eXp Realty. And on this channel, I create educational content to help buyers and sellers when they are deciding whether to buy or sell a home. This video will be 2 parts because of the amount of information, so let's get started. All right, the definition of a foreclosed home is one that is usually owned by a bank or a lender. Lenders can foreclose on a home when a homeowner stops making their regularly monthly mortgage payments, meaning that they take over ownership of that property. Banks and mortgage lenders will then try to sell those homes, often at a lower price, and that is the main benefit of buying a foreclosed home. You may be able to buy a property that you wouldn't have been able to afford otherwise. Although there are certainly risks that come with buying a foreclosure, the process isn't much more complicated than a typical home buying experience. Buying a foreclosure does require additional research, and you'll need to be comfortable taking on a bit more risk. I'm going to walk through 4 different steps with you. The first step will be you've got to research the different avenues, if you will, for buying a foreclosure. So deciding on who you will be buying that foreclosure from and knowing the rules that go with each of them. The second one is to determine how much you can afford. And you can watch this video right here, all about debt to income ratio, and that obviously will include a lender getting involved in you getting a pre-approval letter. The third thing is finding an experienced real estate agent to help you through the journey. And the fourth thing is making a competitive offer. All right, there are 4 different avenues for you to buy a foreclosure. 1 is buying it from the homeowner. 2 is buying it at an auction. 3 is buying it from the bank. And 4 is buying it from the government. And we're going to break all of that down for you right now. So talking about buying it from the homeowner, that would actually be considered a pre-foreclosure or a short sale. The owner wants to sell their home before they end up in foreclosure, so this means they're not really a foreclosed home yet. It's a short sale. But these can also be challenging because the way it works is the owners have to get permission from their lender to sell the property for less than what they owe on the mortgage. Ultimately, the bank or the lender has to agree to take a loss on the home to save it from going to default on their books. The goal is for the owners to offer their home at a price that's low enough to make it go through quickly before they fall behind on their payments. And that's the challenge, because even if the seller agrees to your offer, you have to wait for their bank to agree, and they may reject it. The second way is the most traditional way, and that's buying a foreclosed home at the real estate auction. And an auction is just a third-party trustee that runs the sales. Buyers can usually purchase a home quickly and cheaply, but the challenge is most auctions require cash. Other challenges is when you buy a home at an auction, it may have a lien on it, like property taxes. You're also buying this sight unseen, so you don't know what kind of repairs that may need to be addressed. And because this is being bought on the steps of the courthouse, you're not going to be able to have the home appraised, so you're risking overpaying even though you may be buying it at an auction. The number 3 way of buying a foreclosed home is buying it through the bank. And this is referred to as an REO, which stands for real estate owned. Once a property becomes an REO, the bank will usually clear the liens and evict the owner, and the bank is just looking to recuperate what it owes on the property. Typically, these banks will hire a local real estate agent to put it on the MLS, so there's going to be some competition. The 4th way to buy a foreclosed property is buying a government-owned foreclosed property. And these are just like the bank-owned properties, They were just originally purchased using government-insured loans, so like your FHA or your USDA loans. And although the government-owned foreclosures are always marked as is, in North Carolina, all homes are sold as is, which means that any repairs that need to be made will be your responsibility. So those are the 4 paths or avenues that you would purchase a foreclosed home through. Come back next week and watch part 2 of this episode. If it's already been recorded, then it's going to be popping up on your screen right now. If you have any questions about foreclosures or you have a future video topic suggestion, please leave that in the comment section below or give me a call at 704-560-0823. Thank you for watching. Again, my name is Mary Howard, and this is There Is No Place Like Home NC. Take care.